countryside around Granada, I was told before I arrived, is a bit like Southern California. The climate is similar, the scrub and the sun, citrus and olive trees, the Mediterranean feel of the place. The differences are subtle, but in some the effect is profound. The way the air smelled, the birdsong, the glass-smooth roads, the neatness of the little irregular orchard plots. I was enthralled, really. The location doesn't have any effect on whether the new 2018 911 GT3 achieves greatness, but this part of Spain provides a perfect metaphor. Think of California as the old GT3, an exceptional climate, with the Campina around Granada standing in for the new GT3. A subtle refinement of a proven concept, small things standing out on a background of similarities, and 500 screaming horsepower, lest you forget. The 911 GT3, first introduced in 1999, has always been more of a GT3R or GT3 Cup car capable of being driven around on public roads rather than a built-up 911 Carrera. In an ideal world, the 2018 911 GT3 will see a steady duty of track days in customer hands, so most of the powertrain bits and aero are intended to sling it around a track as quickly as possible without making it unlivable on the street. The outgoing GT3 handled this split personality well despite only being offered with a PTK, so the question is how much better the new GT3 is, as well as if the available manual changes the equation. As the foreshadowing above suggests, the improvements are subtle. I went into some detail last week about the nerdy aspects and tweaks that Andreas Reuninger and his GT team baked into the new GT3's excellent 4.0-liter, naturally aspirated engine. Go read that if you want some wonderful engineering anecdotes. But on a more general level, this non-turbo flat 6 is one of the few remaining engines of its type that achieves greatness. Porsche itself, like most other automakers, is embracing turbocharging to solve a myriad of fuel efficiency and emissions regulatory issues. The reason that the GT3 hasn't gone this way is its close relationship with the GT3R and Cup. The street car essentially homologates the race versions. So long as the race cars need to be naturally aspirated due to the class rules, so too will the road car. This is great news for Porschephiles wanting very contemporary performance with classic air-cooled sensibilities. At idle, the 4.0-liter 6 sounds like nothing else on the road right now, a cacophony of whirring, mechanical noises and a loopy exhaust note. That ticks boxes for the diehards. What will tick the box for everyone else is the immediacy and ferocity with which this thing takes off when you goose the throttle. Clever engineering does an impressive job of hiding turbo lag under the rug, but there's nothing quite like an engine that isn't hiding anything at all. The 2018 GT3 has enough torque to pull adequately from anything above 2000 revolutions per minute, but like its predecessor in the GT3 RS, above 6000 revolutions per minute it turns into a missile. Crest 7000, and not only have the intake howl and exhaust bellow reached critical mass, but the GT3 screams through the next 2000 revolutions per minute in a blink. You have to plan the shift at about 7000 revolutions per minute, execute it just before you bounce off the limiter, and take a microsecond to pause and enjoy the fact that you have 5 more ratios with which to repeat this process all over again. Yup, like the 911R, the new GT3 packs an optional 6-speed.